What if I told you that South Africa is actually sitting on one of the biggest opportunities of our lifetime and we might just waste it? By the end of this video, you'll understand the one strategy that could reshape our economy. That's provided we back it. It's called the Critical Minerals and Metals Strategy, courtesy of the Department of Mineral and Petroleum Resources. But before we get into the details, let me ask you something. Why is it that we are, as South Africans, so quick to shut down good ideas? Is it just frustration, or have we been let down so many times that we've stopped believing in actually the work that we need to do? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly what the strategy is, what's in it, and why it could change everything if we choose to back it. Let's start with the basics. Right now, the global economy is shifting, and it's doing so very fast. Electric vehicles, wind turbines, solar panels, hydrogen power, none of these things work without critical minerals. The World Bank says that demand for these minerals like lithium, cobalt, platinum, and rare earth elements could increase by 500% by 2015. And what about South Africa? We've got some of the richest deposits in the world. To name a few, over 80% of the world's platinum group metals are here. Over 80% of the world's manganese deposits or resources are in the Kalahari. About 72% of chromite is mined or at least found here. But here's the truth. For decades, we've really just dug up these minerals and exported them raw to different markets. The value, the jobs, the processing, the innovation has happened somewhere else. This new strategy is an attempt to change that, to move us from extraction to hopefully transformation. So let's talk about what's actually in the ground and how it's being prioritized. The country's minerals are grouped into effectively three tiers. First, the high criticality minerals, where we dominate globally: platinum, manganese, iron ore, coal, chrome. Second, the moderate to high criticality minerals essential for modern technology. And here we're talking about gold, vanadium, palladium, rhodium, REEs or rare earth elements. And finally, the moderate criticality group, which is still important, especially for battery tech, construction, and aerospace. We won't list all of them here, but they include several minerals that are becoming more valuable by the day. Now let's look at how this strategy plans to turn these minerals into long-term national value. It's built on 6 pillars and 3 cross-cutting enablers, each one playing a vital role. The first pillar speaks to geoscience mapping and exploration. This one simple pillar says that you can't effectively mine what you have not discovered. South Africa is attracting less than 1% of global exploration spend, and honestly, that is a problem. This pillar focuses on improving our geological data, issuing prospecting rights faster, and unlocking investment in exploration, especially for future-facing minerals such as lithium, graphite, and rare earths. The second pillar addresses the issue of value addition and localization. Honestly, I think this is the heart of the strategy. For too long, we've exported raw materials and imported the finished goods. So this pillar is about trying to flip that. The strategy promotes local processing, refining, and manufacturing, especially in areas where we already have a natural advantage, like battery minerals, fuel cells, and green hydrogen. It also proposes the use of special economic zones and targeted incentives to grow local industries from the ground up. The third pillar, research and development and building a skilled workforce. Honestly, you can't industrialize without the right people and the right ideas. So this pillar invests in R&D hubs, supports startups, and helps align university programs with the needs of the critical minerals industry, from battery chemistry and engineering to AI-powered mining systems. It also focuses on technical skills to make sure that our workforce is ready for what's coming next. Let's take a moment to talk about the fourth pillar, which addresses the issue of infrastructure and energy security. We know the story here. No matter how good your plan is, if the power is off, the railway network's jammed, and the ports are clogged, nothing moves. So this pillar supports national infrastructure reform, energy reliability, modern logistics, and digital networks. So we can actually grow the industries that we're trying to build. Let's talk about Pillar 5. The fifth pillar addresses the financial instruments to support local beneficiation. Industrial development is expensive and the private sector needs confidence. So this pillar proposes tax incentives, investment guarantees, tailored energy pricing for processors, and targeting financial instruments, all designed to help the country become the most attractive place to invest in critical mineral value chains. Pillar 6 is about harmonization of the regulatory and policy framework. Too many promising projects get delayed by red tape. We know this. So this pillar simplifies regulation across departments, improves turnaround times, and proposes a one-stop shop for licensing, making it easier and faster to get from idea to impact. Now let's maybe quickly talk about the 3 cross-cutting enablers. They don't sit in silos, they cut across everything. The first one is the matter of the circular economy and ESG. Global markets are demanding more responsible supply chains, and South Africa needs to keep up. So this enabler supports recycling, recovery from mine waste, and reducing the environmental footprint of our operations, not just because it's ethical, but because it's necessary. It's necessary for us to remain globally competitive. The second enabler talks to regional integration. We're not the only country with minerals, but we have the infrastructure and the skills to process them. So this enabler strengthens our partnerships with neighboring countries through the African Continental Free Trade Area to ensure that we create shared value across Southern Africa. The third enabler is the strategic resource diplomacy. Critical minerals are now a global power issue. So this enabler positions the country as a stable, ethical, and strategic partner in a world that's looking for alternatives. We're not just offering raw materials, we're offering trust, traceability, and value-added capability. So now that you know what's in the plan, here's the real question. Will we as a country, will we as a sector get behind this strategy? We've had lots of good plans before, sure. We've had big ideas, but our execution record, it's no secret, it needs a lot of work. But too often, we tend to give up before we've even tried. As a country, we've seen what South Africa can do on the global stage, and that is with us divided. We win World Cups, we definitely punch above our weight, we dominate from a position of weakness. Just imagine what we can do with a bit of unity and a shared goal. Just imagine a world where the country gets this right. Mining, an area where as a country, as the SADC region, we have been really good at it for over 150 years. What if? Just imagine. Let's stop asking what if it fails and start asking what if it works. Thank you for watching, and let's build this country together.